say I'm shooting shots straight to the point, just like the podcast. Other teams, they run into my shooters, cause we got that. I killed the game and left the court with no condolence. I'm still gonna shoot my shot, no matter how big the moment is. She ain't like when Jay Bess get on that phone. Yeah. You watch it from the TVs in your homes. Yeah. They finna like and sub and leave a comment down below. Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy Jay Bess and your boy Rell, and welcome back to the Straight to the Point podcast, season 4, episode 29. Y'all, normally it's 3 of us, but Jarek has some schoolwork to do, and school comes first, ladies and gentlemen. School does come first, so me and Rell gonna hold it down. All right, today we're gonna talk about the NFL first. We're doing a keep 3, cut 5. All right, NFL quarterbacks. Then we're gonna do Dexter Lawrence. What is his potential landing spots? Because there is rumors that he will be traded. And then we're gonna go to the NBA, talk about the play-in tournament, and predict the matchups and who's going to come out of there. And then we're going to have our award predictions and all NBA team predictions. All right. Before we get into any of that, as always, we want to thank God for waking us up this morning, allowing us to talk about sports, which is something that we love to do. And without him, we would not be here right now. Real, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead and get straight to the point and start off with our keep 3, cut 5. All right, NFL quarterback edition. All right, so I ran across this little picture the other day, and it had these quarterbacks up there, and now we're going to do a keep 3, cut 5 out of these 8 QBs. All right, so first up, we got Bo Nix. Real, keep or cut?
Cut.
We're cutting off rip. No questions asked, huh?
Off rip.
All right, no questions asked off rip. We got cutting Bo Nix. All right, next up, we do have Justin Herbert. Keep or cut?
Justin Herbert, we have to cut him. He is 0-4 in the playoffs. Very, very talented player, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot more better guys on this list.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at all. I think Justin Herbert is arguably one of the most overrated QBs in the league. That's just me, because every time we talk about him, all we talk about is talent. That's all we talk about. And I'm tired of that. When is the talent going to equal production? At some point, it has to. All right. Next up, we have Mr. Iceman, Caleb Williams. Keep or cut?
Iceman. We're going to keep him just because he's a generational talent. Like, he's exactly what he was supposed to be whenever he was drafted. Superstar.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. Next up, this is Rails guy right here. Jaden Daniels, JD5, keep or cut?
Keep him. This is a superstar, guys. This is the same guy who went from the number 2 overall pick to the NFC Championship. Like, this guy went head-to-head with Jalen Hurts, the guy who was the Super Bowl MVP. Come on, bro. Jaden Daniels with no defense, with no offense, by himself. Come on, bro. And then Look at his stats this year, and he was hurt. We're going to keep him, though.
Many forget, right? What he did his first year was crazy impressive. That was the second worst team in the league, right? The year prior. And he didn't just take them to the playoffs. Like, C.J. Stroud took the Texans to the playoffs his first year, right? This dude took them to the NFC Championship. Like, I think people are kind of sleeping on that a little bit. And last year he was hurt, so I think he never could get a rhythm going. So I think that I'm not mad at you at all for keeping Jaden Daniels. All right, but you already have 2 keeps. All right, so you get 1 more keep. And you have 2 cuts, so you get 3 more cuts. All right. Next up, we have Detroit Lions starting quarterback Jared Goff. Keep or cut?
Cut him. He sucks, bro. Most talented team in NFL. Can't do nothing with it.
I have a bold prediction. I think that after this year, either him or Dan Campbell will no longer be with the Detroit Lions. One or the other. It's going to be one or the other. I don't know who it's going to be, but I got a feeling that one of them will no longer be in Detroit after this season. All right, so that's 3 cuts, and 2 keeps. All right. Once again, 1 more keep. That's all you got. All right, next up, we got Baker Mayfield, starting quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Keep or cut?
Cut, bro. I think Baker Mayfield is so overrated. Whenever he was in Pittsburgh, whenever he was in Cleveland, you used to always tell me, no, Baker's not that good. He's overrated. I used to be like, nah, Baker is good. Like, he's talented. And now it's the exact opposite. Baker is so trash, bro. He is trash. We gonna cut him.
It is flipped now. Rail is like anti-Baker. And I think a piece of that has to do with the fact that you're a Saints fan. So, him being with the Bucks, you kind of got that hate towards him. But I think he's a little better than advertised. But I'm not mad at you for cutting him, though. I'm not mad. But now you got to make a decision. All right, you got 4 cuts and 2 keeps. So whatever you do next, you got to do the opposite with the next person. All right, next up, we got Brock Purdy. Keep or cut?
Mr. Irrelevant. Brought his team to an NFC championship. Could have brought him to the Super Bowl if he didn't get hurt.
He
we are
did, and they
going
took
to
the Super Bowl after that.
we're going to cut him. We're
We're
going
gonna
to have to
cut
cut.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, shout out Brock Purdy though. He's a top 15 quarterback.
All right. So with that being said, y'all, he decided to cut Bo Nix, cut Justin Herbert, he cut Jared Goff, he cut Baker Mayfield, and he cut Brock Purdy, which means he has to keep Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and he's going to keep Drizzy Drake May. Okay, that's his
Let's
top three
go.
quarterbacks that he's keeping. And hey, I'm not mad at it at all. And it's funny because all three of those QBs came from that 2024 draft class that we believe is generational and will be one of the best QB draft classes moving forward of all time. I think it definitely has potential to be so.
Facts. And all of these guys have proven they know how to win.
That's facts. That's facts. All three of them been in the playoffs already, and one of them been in the Super Bowl already. One of them been to the NFC Championship. So you're right. All of them has proven they can win and get their teams to the biggest games. All right. But let's move on to some other news real quick. Down in New York, right? There's some, financial problems going on with Dexter Lawrence and the New York Giants. They cannot reach an agreement on a deal. So there are rumors out there and news out there that he could be traded. All right. So we looked at NFL.com and we found these potential landing spots, and Rhea and Rail are going to tell y'all where we think makes the most sense for Dexter Lawrence. All right. So, of course, one of the landing spots is him staying in New York. Right. He could stay in New York. But we also have the Raiders. We have the Bengals, the Ravens, the Bears, the Chargers, the Texans, and the Jaguars, right? So those are 8 potential landing spots according to this article on NFL.com. Rail, which one makes the most sense to you?
Yes, sir. The one that makes the most sense to me is obviously the Chicago Bears. We just talked about it. Caleb Williams and the Bears just made a deep playoff run. Almost went to the NFC Championship game. So, and we always say all the time, whenever you hit on a QB in the draft, you have to win now. Like, there's no, let's wait now, let's wait a year, let's wait 2 years. No, the window is open now. Caleb Williams is going to be asking for his contract next year. So that means Dexter Lawrence to fit right into this Bears team, and you have to think after all of these teams, you need a team that has a big salary cap space for Dexter Lawrence to come in. Bears, Caleb Williams still on his rookie contract. I honestly love it. Dexter Lawrence and the Dennis Allen defense, we kind of started to see that defense come on late into the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Dennis Allen was a big part of that. If you were to get Dexter Lawrence and put him in the middle of this defense, we all know what type of player Dexter Lawrence is. I think he's the best defensive tackle in the whole entire league. And that's in terms of pass rush, run stopping. He's just an interior dominant force. He's going to blow up every single play. So I think he fits right into that Bears defense. And that honestly takes the Bears to the next level.
I like that. I like that move, especially with them losing players this offseason. They didn't really bring nothing in. Remember, they was in the Max Crosby trade rumors, but that didn't go through. So you're right. They don't have a guy on that side of the ball. So to add Dexter Lawrence, to me, that would be a huge addition. So I love what you said. But I'm going to go a different route here. First of all, we know that I am, the Giants guy next year. Right. I said they are my dark horse going into next year, and I think they can squeeze into the playoffs. So I would love to see Dexter Lawrence stay in New York because, Real, you pointed out, he had half a sack last year. Right. So that's a big reason probably why they're not getting this deal done, because he only had half a sack. And in the league today, you need guys that can get to the quarterback. Now, we know what Dexter Lawrence can do because the year before he had double-digit sacks. Right. So we know what Dexter Lawrence is capable of. And it's not just the sacks that he brings to the table, is his run stopping ability and the pressure in general, right? You have to game plan for Dexter Lawrence. So I think the Giants could definitely keep him, and I would want to see them keep him. But if I had to pick a team that should go get him and shouldn't go all in, it would be the Cincinnati Bengals. Like, it would make, if they can afford it, by the way, it would make so much sense. And I would change how I view this team if they do get Dexter Lawrence. They signed Jonathan Allen. They signed a defensive player from Seattle. I cannot think of his name right now. They also signed Brian Cook from safety from the Chiefs, right? I still don't think this defense is all that. But if they add Dexter Lawrence, who you and me both believe is an absolute animal in this league, then that changed how I see this defense. Now you got him and Jonathan Allen on the defensive line that can fix your pass rush issues, right? And because you're an organization that cannot draft well, right? Like I said, who's the last good pick they've had since Jamar Chase? I can't think of it, right? You might as well trade that first round pick and get Dexter Lawrence, somebody who is proven, somebody that will come to your defense and make immediate impact. So them making this move to me puts them in some nice conversations. Now I wouldn't put them at like top of the AFC or nothing like that, but I would definitely give them, some respect. And I would say watch out for the Bengals as a wild card team in the AFC because they finally have a game changer on that defense. Now, they did have Trey Hendrickson, but word on the street is Trey Hendrickson can't stop the run. That's what I heard. That's what I've been hearing. Ever since he got traded to the Ravens, all the Bengals fans coming out saying he can't stop the run, he can't stop the run. Well, Dexter Lawrence can stop the run, right? So you have a guy that can stop the run and get pressure. Not gonna lie to you, I kind of like it. And in the division with Derrick Henry, well, you got to stop the run. Pittsburgh, well, even though they added Michael Pittman Jr., I don't think it's going to be just let's air it out all day. Still got to stop their run offense, right? You got to stop Cleveland's run offense. So, hey, to me, this is a really good move that they can make to put them not in the driver's seat. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't even say a top 3 team in the AFC, but now you got a chance because you got a guy that can wreck a game at any moment on that side of the ball. Rell, you're a Ravens guy, so would you be opposed to the Ravens going all in and going to get Dexter Lawrence to put with Trey Hendrickson and the D lineman they lost last year is coming back this year? I cannot think of his name either, but let me know.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't like it, to be 100% honest with you. I feel like they made all the moves they could to the defense. I honestly strongly feel like they should target that corner position. But like you just said, there are pro defensive tackles coming back. Naquan, he has a really weird last name.
Yes, a very weird name, yeah.
Yes, sir. But the defense is stacked. Like, they have all the pieces on defense. I feel like adding Dexter Lawrence would just eat up the salary cap even more. But, of course, like, all 32 teams in the league want Dexter Lawrence from their team.
Facts.
It's just all about financial situations, but
yeah, like I said, every team up here could use him. Like the Texans, if the Texans were to get Dexter Lawrence, oh my, bro, that defense would be absolutely disgusting, bro. You got Will Anderson, you got Danielle Hunter, and you add Dexter Lawrence, right? You already had a good secondary last year. You added Reed Blankenship, who to me is not a scrub, but he looks like a scrub on his defense. And that means their secondary is already that good, if that makes sense. Like, people going to look at their defense and say, Reed Blankenship is the weakest link. But Reed Blankenship is not a bad safety. Like, so to me, like, this defense is loaded, bro. And that, to me, they would by far be the best defense in the league. Like, no doubt about it, if they was to add Dexter Lawrence. But I do think they have other needs, because I think if you're going to get Dexter Lawrence, you're going to trade a first-round pick. Right. So be prepared to not have that first round pick if you get in these Dexter Lawrence talks, because that's what it's going to take for me in order to get a star player like that.
Yo, they feeling like and sub and leave a comment down below. Yo.